Hey y'all, can you hear me? Because I was on earlier twice and y'all could not hear me. Twice. Third time's a charm? Okay? Can you let me know? Because when I tried earlier, y'all could not hear me. I'm assuming you can't hear me, so I'm doing the most. But watch, you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Yes! Oh my gosh! You can hear me. You can hear me. So y'all must have missed my runs. Because I was just, who does the, because I was on here twice earlier today, and man, energy, when I tell you energy is real. So, I'll tell y'all, not now, but I'll tell y'all next week, right? I was told to do something by Spirit. That's what I'm. Yeah, hi Angelique, Vanna, hello. I haven't seen you guys in so long, so say hi. Who said I heard your Beyonce runs, Vanna? That's Mariah, okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Hey May. So I was told to do something, right, by Spirit. And I knew this has been like, I was told to go into hermit mode at the end of July, right before Amber. I don't know if she's gonna come on, but Amber Horton, she came out to into Loom. And before, like, she was pulling cards and she was like, hermit was popping out. She was like, I feel you're the hermit in this moment, like the wisdom and whatever, right? So then we get to Loom and we see that huge hermit wall. It's my Facebook page, right? Or my Facebook, what's it called? Profile picture. Then while we're into Loom, hey Jasmine, while we're into Loom, I check one of my readings, like the photo on Instagram, and the hermit popped up again. So it was like, okay, after this retreat, I need to go into hermit mode. Like, I really just need to go into hermit mode. So that worked. So I was like, okay, let me go into hermit mode. But the resistance was, I felt like I had so much to do, so much work. Like, I have the Cuba retreat coming up. I have a plant medicine retreat just popped up. So Cuba is October 10th through the 15th. We still have spaces open. I would love for you to join me because my ancestors are already moving and dancing and creating magic. So if you want to be on this train of mystical things happening, tap into this Amora birthday ancestor energy right now and come to Cuba with us, because that's we're doing it, right? So I was like, I can't like rest. What do you mean hermit mode? What do you mean fall off the planet? What do you like? But we get messages, whether you believe in, you know, this or that or the other. When you get a message from your intuition, from your God, from your plants, from whatever it is with a high frequency, listen. So even if it's counterintuitive, like, we don't know why sometimes. But I was just being told to like rest, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't get it. Then y'all know that I've been having things going on with my skin. I don't know if you know, but y'all about to know. This has been a chronic issue. It's been since I was a child when I started cellular cleansing. It went away for like a good 5 years, literally directly connected to my cellular cleansing. And then I think my body just got used to it. And then I moved to Mexico, and then the heat is always here. So I'm detoxing all the time. I don't have all of the same health supplies that I had when I was living in California, because everything is organic out there. So my body has gone straight into crazy skin mode. Crazy. I thought I was gonna die for a second. Like, not even just, oh, my skin itches, but Y'all, when you see these pictures, you're gonna be like, Amor, that was you? Man, the things we go through. The things we go through. Van, I would love to have you come to Cuba. Hi, Leela, Jasmine, Janique, hello. Thank you so much, Leela. That is, so in this whole story, my beauty was one of the things that was a challenge. And because when I say like everything was stripped, everything, even now, like my skin is still all scratched up, but to look in the mirror and not recognize your own face, to look in the mirror and literally yeah, I was like dudes, it was plural because I was making it extra, but I looked, I mean, and it might come back, I'm not even going to claim that. I rebuke that, even speaking about myself. I am healing myself. I am whole, but for the past 7 days, again, spirit was like, because I scratched myself up real bad in my sleep, and I was like, what, God? What? Why? Not God, like, whatever. Universe. Higher self. God. Whatever you call it! Source. The all of love. And I was like, I have to get back to basics. Nothing but fresh fruits and vegetables, because I swear to you, I am allergic to everything on this planet. I'm allergic to perfume. If someone's wearing a lot of perfume, like all of a sudden my eyes are watering and everything's coughing. I'm sorry, what y'all talking about? May, I've been being forced to deal with my issues from childhood, things I buried so deep I didn't allow myself to feel. I'm feeling a serious recluse and retreat coming on. Yeah. Things come up when they're supposed to come up, and everybody's life is different. Everybody's journey, everybody's road, everybody's path is different. So you're going to have things at different times. Hello. Dame, hola, Betsy. Hello. Noah, hi. Benjamin, hi. Benjamin says I'm allergic to everything and I had to go back to vegan. Yeah, I've never been vegan. For 5 days was the most I did, and this was back in 2015. It was probably the 5 days I felt my prettiest ever. I was doing my cellular cleansing, and between cellular cleansing days, because I was beginning my detoxification journey 5 years ago, I had never done, I had done the master cleanse, but that wasn't legit. But I had never done this deep energetic shifting, so I was only able to do so much. It was a lot. And now, like I said, I'm seeing that it's like, oh my gosh, now my body's like, we don't want dairy anymore. It was cool when you was doing dairy and you had just cut out the meat. You had just cut out the junk. You had just cut out this and that. But now my body's like, we don't want gluten. We don't want GMO corn. I guess it's just one body, but it's like all my little cells. And they're like, we don't want MSG, because if you eat that shit, bitch, we gonna fuck you up. Sorry. But that's the message that I was getting, because I would go to sleep and then wake up all kinds of messed up, and I would just scratch. You would think I was on something or getting off of something. Like, she has not had a hit recently, because it's just, even now, like, I still have some scratches. And I saw some scratching things, but it's like all this stuff wanted to come out and was like, we gonna come out your skin until you stop. And that stopping point was literally last week. I had bought a juicer about 2 weeks ago, so I started juicing already. And then Monday it was like PTSD, because I woke up all like, I healed very, very fast, which is so interesting about this process I'm going through, because it's a continual process of destruction and rebuilding. So it's like my body's rebuilding itself so fast, like I'll scratch myself and it'll be healed within the next day or two, but I've scratched something else, so now I'm trying to heal in another space. So my body and this has been a chronic thing for the past year, right? So I really believe that my body is in a place where it is just healing every bit of itself. The skin is just purging itself and allowing itself to just become new. And it's like, this is just how I see things. I don't believe in somebody giving me a diagnosis. I have looked up. So technically I have symptoms of topical steroid withdrawal, which is something I totally resonate with, because y'all know I'm allergic to, well, not I'm allergic to everything, but the symptoms that I'm having are of, a lot of people are having them who have been on topical steroids for their eczema, for their dermatitis or psoriasis, because Western medicine, what does Western medicine do? They diagnose us and then they tell us, oh, you have eczema, you need this cream. Just put a little bit on the problem, on the spot where it itches, and usually it's just one little spot. And so, you know, you put the cream on the one little spot. The doctors say, don't use it forever because, you know, it might mess up your liver and, you know, you might get thick skin. You know, they go through these like, but you're fine. You're fine. How long have you been doing this? 27 years? And you're still having issues? Let me prescribe you a stronger one. Meanwhile, as soon as you stop them, so this is where the whole leveling up into Mexico comes along. I realized, even though I've been on this detox journey, yes, Benjamin says they give a temporary fix that causes a bigger problem. And we're not aware of it. We're thinking the doctors know what's best. My parents were doing what was best for their little girl. Since I was 3 years old, I've had these issues. And they were doing what was best. So then I find cellular cleansing. I have all these other things just go, like for 5 years I didn't have any issues, and it was the first time in my life I'd ever been cured. You know, doctors always said, she'd grow out of it, you know, just keep putting on the cream and then she'll grow out of it. But that never happened until I started cellular cleansing, detoxing, fasting, getting everything out of my system, my periods regulated, I stopped being extremely unhappy, wanting to leave the planet, wanting to sleep all the time. What else? Like, my skin was all extra beautiful. I started to Benjamin Button in life, like I was regressing age. And my skin cleared up, like I said. And so with my skin clearing up, I still had my steroids just in case, but if anything, I don't remember anything ever popping up, but if it did, you know, I just put a little bit. It was usually on my finger or like right here would start to itch. Just put a little bit and everything would stop. When I purged, because I had to get rid of everything to move to Mexico. When I moved to Mexico, I remember I was like, I don't need this anymore. I don't need these steroid creams. There's a big tub, not orthotricycline, that was the birth control. It was triamcinolone. Triamcinolone. It's one of the most powerful steroid chemical creams, right? And it's a cream. And you just lather it up. And it's like $3 with insurance, you know, so it's $300 without insurance. So again, that's seeing where people are in bed with each other. The doctors get paid because they're prescribing these medications that are paid for by the insurance. Technically, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're helping me. I've only had, how many times have you had family members go to a family gathering and what are they bragging about? How cheap their medications were. How cheap their you know, that's $300 medication. I got it for $3. That's my insurance. I didn't have to pay a copay or nothing. Like, we're proud about that stuff. When in all actuality, the insurance is getting paid. Insurance is paying the medical company who made the shit, who is then paying the doctor. But who's paying the insurance? We are! So, what's going on in real life? Meanwhile, when you clear shit out, you don't need it. But the problem is, for those of us that have, and the thing is, it was willing. They didn't, I mean, I'm not going to say they tricked me, but I was willingly putting this stuff on my body. I was signing for this. You know, we're going to these doctors for these things, so we have given them our permission to do whatever it is that they feel is best for our health. And it's not about our health when it comes to these things. It's about the money. It's about, I mean, and even though the doctors may have the best of intentions, healers go into the medical industry because they want to help people, but then they're brainwashed, reset, and reprogrammed that this is what helping is. This is how you help someone. This is you doing it the right way, when in all actuality, that's fucking us up, right? So, if you Google topical steroid withdrawal, look at those photos, and that's the shit that I was going through. Topical, like on the top, steroid withdrawal. Freezing. I'm in Mexico. Freezing. I'm walking around with layers of clothes and blankets because I cannot get warm. Swollen lymph nodes, scaly skin, a non-stop crazy itch all over the physical body, pustules that ooze, like you don't even have to scratch them for them to start oozing, like you feel like a walking venereal disease. And so now I'm only on fruits and vegetables, and it's getting better! I say all that to say, it's coming up to the surface for magical clearing. And it's also like, hey, Amora, we're leveling up again. We can't do the same things we were doing before. We just can't. And so for me now, it's massive as it pertains to my diet, my food intake, what it is that I consume. And these past 7 days, like I keep joking about it. I've been joking about it. I'm allergic to this planet, and my body's like, I only want to be eating the fruits and the berries of the field. Like I was joking, like, I can't eat anything. But it's real. Like my body wants to eat live fruits and vegetables. It's just not what I want to eat. I want beer. I can't even have a beer. So for months, right, because I was going through my skin stuff, I didn't think it was related, but I realized when I would have beer, my eyes would be swollen when I woke up the next morning. They'd be like swollen, like icky swollen. And that's another reason why Manifest and Chill kind of tapered off, because I was supposed to be on at like 10:30, but if I didn't wake up because I was crying all night or scratching all night, because you can't get much sleep when you're scratching all night and you're bleeding and you're burning and you need to take a shower in the middle of the night. But then again, you can't sleep anyway because everything hurts. Like, so then I would sleep as soon as I would fall asleep, I'm not going to set my alarm to do Manifest and Chill when my eyes are all swollen. Like I'd have to. So yeah, y'all, when I say I've been going through it, right? But at the same time, the way I see things, I just knew that I don't even know if I found the root of it, but I'm looking for it. I've hit another layer. I have to do, and I wasn't ready either. I wasn't ready to eat fruits and vegetables only. I've tried before. Like I said, in 2015, the longest I ever did it was 5 days, raw fruits and veggies. And this has been simple. Today's day 8. Today's day 8, and it's been so easy. It's like, bananas, lettuce, alfalfa sprouts, cilantro, basil, avocado, onions, squash. Well, that was before I started doing raw. Ginger, tomatoes. This is like just the stuff that I'm looking at in my kitchen. I have more in the fridge. Apples, mangoes. And then there's more over there that I can't see. Garlic. Love garlic. And so, yeah. I guess I just have to be extra. No, I'm not going to roll my eyes. Unroll your eyes. I just have to be extra. What y'all talking about? Leela said, preach. Jasmine said, I'm the champion. We are the champions, my friend. We keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Y'all know they always say that Of the World is never actually a part of the song. And it's another one of those Mandela effects. Because most of us remember, especially in Denver. In Denver, we had the Broncos win the Super Bowl back-to-back. And that was their jam. We are the champions. We are the champions of the world. That's why I know the song. And it was always Of the World. Google it now. Same way they're going to tell you the Bernstein Bears are the Berenstain Bears. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. No, I just won't fall for the hype. Y'all already tried to poison me with these skin shits when I was actually allergic to dairy. I was actually allergic to all the bread that we eat. I was actually allergic to the toxins you were pumping into our vegetables and our fruits since I was flipping born. The poisons and the pesticides, the GMOs and the garbage. Like, that's why this little 3-year-old was scratching herself into a bloody oblivion in her sleep. But instead of telling, maybe, I don't know if doctors knew. I don't know, because they're not taught nutrition. So when I say they, maybe it's just the conglomerate, the mindset, the evil behind it all. But it's like, how dare you rob me of my childhood like that just because you see me as a dollar sign or because you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, don't. I feel like medicine needs to just, anyway, I need to do forgiveness work on, let me see. I need to do forgiveness work on the medical industry. Jay said you are hilarious. I don't even try to be funny. Don't. It's just... That was funny. Sorry, guys. I was going like crazy, but my friend is here. And so... Holas! And y'all, we're gonna have to add her on, because y'all know Nikala. Nikala. That's how you pronounce it. Like a knee and a collar. Nikala. Hey, girl! She is here from Houston. This is my Instagram, my Facebook Live. Say hi.
Oh, my Facebook Live.
Hey. So, welcome to my home. I'm gonna have to go, guys. We'll do the Oath of Manifestation later, and we'll do part 2. I went through all of this. This is what I went on live to say earlier. But we have a 30. Let me turn. Oh, the light is on. 30-day energy cleanse, cellular cleanse, bloodline cleanse. This is a lot about the ancestors and getting our stuff just freed up. Hey, girl.
Hi.
How have you been?
I'm good. Just got to Merida.
Yay, she's in Merida. So we met in Merida, but
yes.
we have mutual friends in Houston, and she lives in Belize. Belize.
See? See?
All right, guys.
I am here via Houston, via Belize.
Hey.
I am here in persona.
Sí.
Con Amora.
That's me.
A bailar.
Ay, bailar. Oh, let me show you guys my... So, I've been doing a bunch of ancestor work and stuff. And look at what I drew. This was me just being one night. So this is... I'll show you guys more later. But, of course, it was my name. And then my grandparents started talking to me. They're all dead. Grillo. And this was channeled. And then... Jose Griñan, that is the name I carry. This was channeled.
Wow.
And then this one, my granny is Richards. And then this one is Green, my grandfather. His name was Green, and he always had a green lawn. They thought that his name was Green because he just like took care of plants and stuff. And this is also the 4 directions. And it aligns with the 4 elements, the 5th being ether. That would be me. But each of my family members, or my grandfather, my grandmother, my grandmother, they each represent different elements. Like my grandfather and his greenery. So he is here with the north, which is earth. And then my granny with water and west, south, fire, east, air. And then, of course, like I said, in the middle, ether. The element that brings it all together, the fifth element.
Fire, air,
All right.
water.
Yes, Captain Planet. And when these powers combine, I'm here.
100 years ago, in a land far away.
Yes. All right, guys. So I will talk to y'all. And best. Oh yeah, I drew it on my floor. It's washable paint, so I can just scrape it. It'll come up. I can put some water on it. Like I had the cleaning lady coming on Wednesday. So it'll be fine. But yes. Bye, guys. I am the one. I'm the golden child. That's gonna have more meaning soon. Besos.